Hey, today we're going to discuss the latest news on the Sony controversy and the CEO's response. The community manager has responded to some of the backlash revolving around major orders and miscommunication. He briefly talks about melee stratagems and much more. If you find the video informative, please click the thumbs up button below the video. We're going to start with the latest Sony controversy because it appears we've only won the battle, not the actual war. PlayStation and Steam have supposedly been working together recently to address the whole situation with the blocked regions, but this is not what it seems. There appears to be more countries blocked now, and the CEO responded to this when a member on the official Helldivers 2 Discord posted this right here. Sony doubling down and added 3 more countries. Down with Sony, relist the game, remove the requirements shown on the store page. Do what you said you were going to do, Sony. We all dive together or we don't dive. This post right here caught the chief executive's attention and he responded with, "Hey, in regards to this, we have no idea what's going on. Most devs are on bank holiday and we just found out through the community we want the game to be available worldwide." The CEO replied to 2 more members here about the situation, and unfortunately it's not looking good because Johan, the chief executive, does not know what's going on as of right now. There was another member here who responded with, "Yikes, I thought it was Steam that did this for safety till Sony agreed to remove the PSN requirements, which they said they would. Please do keep us posted as much as you can. Good luck with this." Johan replied with, "Yeah, sorry I have no more info." And there was one more response, yet this time this member here asked, "Steam can't tell you?" CEO Johan replied with, "I don't know, it's Friday evening and I'm having a beer with my brother, just got the info from the team." So it seems we all got a bit too excited when Sony responded a week ago. We thought, hey, we made this big change with PSN Link, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. The block regions you see on the screen here are new. They've actually added new countries to the list, which is surprising. They've also done this recently with another game, which is Ghost of Tsushima. So with that being said, will these issues be resolved in the next few weeks? Who knows? I'd like to think so because CEO of Arrowhead does seem inclined and motivated to make Helldivers 2 available everywhere. But yeah, as of right now, this is all that we know. Now, on the other hand here, the community managers do not have any info either, but they do plan on posting something eventually. Twinbeard replied to a member saying, "We don't know. I'm off work, but can't see anything about this on our internal channels anyways. I've asked there and will holler back here if I see any new info." Next, the Helldivers 2 community is not happy with the current miscommunication regarding major orders. This has been an ongoing issue. What I believe really brought it to light here was the major order that gave us the options to choose between 2 planets. Now, depending on which planet we liberate first, we would receive a stratagem. The 2 stratagems, as you guys know, would be the Airburst rocket launcher and the anti-tank mine. We received the Airburst rocket launcher instead, and the community was a bit upset about it because there was no way to communicate and get the word across to other players. This member on the Discord posted this right here. "The community has lost its motivation due to your lack of understanding the player base. It will continue to dwindle. Look at your player count and the past MOs. What is your goal or ideas for fixing the current issues at hand?" Twinbeard, the community manager, replied with, "I'm off work, but a quick response. I don't think it's a misunderstanding of the player base as much as it is a high cadence of updates after a stressful launch resulted in not being able to give some elements as much TLC as they're needed, and also possibly overbalancing some things in the game. We'll take a look at that and we'll try to adapt in a way that's satisfactory to as many of the players as possible." Then a different member here responded with, "Appreciate the response," and the CEO basically said the same thing. "Could also please have an internal discussion on how to respond to players. A lot of devs/CMs clearly don't understand that and it just makes the community more toxic. Just look at the current state right now compared to the community at launch." Twinbeard replied, "We should absolutely have a strategy for how we communicate with players. We'll bring that up internally. It's not about being right or restricting people of being able to speak. It is, however, about being clear and consistent towards you and not ending up in a misunderstanding of heated argument, which can easily happen. Communicating can be difficult." Okay, the statement about communication being difficult seems a bit peculiar as there shouldn't be any issues with communication. Over the past few weeks, we've seen a gradual decline in Arrowhead's player base, due to the region locks. And I don't want to sound negative because I genuinely enjoy playing Helldivers 2. However, I do have to be completely honest. So when it comes down to the community managers and the developers, some of them do not exude a professional demeanor, and I mean really, they do not actually use any professionalism. Just recently, a developer engaged in an argument with another player on the Discord, basically resorting to profanity and some of these crazy sarcastic remarks. I mean, in my mind, I imagine that there would be some sort of professionalism there where you would talk to these players, or better yet, just don't even reply to them, because you know you're going to get some sort of feedback that you're not going to like, and if you cannot handle it, do not respond. Anyways, that's my opinion on it. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Continuing on, the next member here asked about melee stratagems and whether or not it's still planned. This member had this to say to Twinbeard. Hi there, is it true that there are plans to include melee sidearms in subsequent war bonds? I believe the community in general has commented that the latest war bond has been pretty stale since the new weapons doesn't add much to the current collection. The community manager responded with, melee weapons are still plausible, yes. There's something there to look forward to, and I know, yeah, the war bond recently was just not there, and hopefully this next one will be, because I cannot handle another war bond that was this terrible. I'm not trying to be negative again, but you guys have to try it out to know what's going on there. The SMG is pretty doable, I won't lie. Everything else is pretty mid. And last but not least, we have this member who asked about, showing the patch notes in game. This member asked, shouldn't balanced patch notes somehow show up in the game somehow? I can't imagine how people who aren't perpetually online learn that their favorite gun is nerfed/buffed. And last but not least, Twinbeard leaves one more response here, and he says, yes, ideally they should, and we're working on a way for us to communicate with players in game. I can't guarantee that there will be one, but it's very likely. We're now going to talk about the new Bug Halloween event, and I know Halloween is a little bit of ways, right? We have a few more months until it's there officially, but this right here is called Greg. Yeah, this bug is actually named Greg for whatever reason. This leak right here is brought to you by Iron Sights, and this is what he had to say over on Discord. This is Greg. Little is known about Greg, but what is known is that he is worshipped by a bug as an idol. Greg is one of the multiple possible deities worshipped by the bugs. File name is Bug Idol 1. The file name entails that there is more than one bug idol. Now, in the Helldivers 2 leaked Discord, this is what he had to say as well. His model exclusive to bug planets. Yes, it is likely for a Halloween event. Okay, I'm really excited about this upcoming Halloween event. What are your thoughts on this? Would you like to see exclusive rewards such as capes, armor, maybe a different event? Let me know down below in the comments. Personally, what I would like to see is more events. I would like to see something like a Christmas theme. Maybe have a robot fly in the air on some sort of mechanical sleigh with a bunch of robotic deers. I don't know. I'm just shooting out some random ideas here. You guys can let me know what you think. But yeah, this is what I would like to see. I would like to see exclusive rewards, maybe a Christmas or Halloween themed cape. Or even better yet, maybe a pumpkin themed helmet. That would be awesome too. And last but not least, we have this leak right here, which is going to be the Illuminate. I do want to give you guys a fair warning. If you would like to leave, leave now. What we have here is the Illuminate, and this is brought to you by Inverse Gaming. Shout out to him. This right here is just an Illuminate with a huge sword. There's really not much to say. With that information being said, here are your 3 top comments from the previous video. What we have here is a user named Northeast Riot. This person says the public test realm should be on Mars in a test range. This is a response to the recent video about the public test servers. I highly recommend checking that video out. The second comment is by ABR2000. This person says anti-tank mines are specifically designed to not go off when troops walk on them. If Helldivers can trip these mines, then they're not anti-tank mines, they're high explosive mines. And last but not least, we have this comment that says they need to make mines cool down shorter. 4 minutes for what they do is too much when you have some eagles on 2-minute cooldowns with triple destructive power. And these are the top 3 comments from the previous video. If you'd like to be featured in the next one, comment down below in the comment section. If you guys have enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're wondering why I do this, it's so that you guys can actually, speak out and have a voice here. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.